And I'm well, x to the power of 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. You have 6 parentheses. 18. You multiply the exponents.
X to the power of 8 times, you just subtract the exponents. And so for x to the power of 4, you just do x times x.
Properties and how many there were, and get the formula.
And I'm Max.
And our project is on the properties of exponents. Okay, so for the first one, this is the product of powers. So when you multiply powers with the same base, you just add the exponents. And the formula you would use is x to the power of a times x to the power of b, and that equals x to the power of a plus b. For example, x to the power of 4 times x to the power of 2 is equal to x to the power of 6. Like in the example, it shows that you just divide each one into its own separate x. So like x to the power of 4, you just put it into 4 x's, and then x to the power of 2, you just put into 2 x's, add them together. 4 plus 2 is 6. You have 6 x's, hence x to the power of 6. All right. Now for our second property, it's the power of a power. So when you have a power of a power, you multiply the exponents. The formula you would use is x to the power of a in parentheses to the power of b outside of parentheses. And that would equal the x to the power of a times b. So for example, if you had x to the power of 3 in parentheses to the power of 6 outside of parentheses, you'd get x to the power of 18. So 3 times 6 is equal to 18. You multiply the exponents. All right.
Okay, our third property is the power of a product. So when you raise a product to a power, you raise each factor with the power as well. So the formula you would use is x times y to the power of a equals x to the power of a times y to the power of a. For example, y times x to the power of 3 is equal to x to the power of 3 times y to the power of 3. And for the final property of exponents, it's quotient of powers property. And you divide powers, when you divide powers with the same base, you just subtract the exponents. And so the formula you would use is x to the power of a divided by x to the power of b equals x to the power of a minus b. So for example, x to the power of 4 divided by x to the power of 2 is x to the power of 2. And as you can see, you just split them up into for x to the power of 4, you just do x times x times x times x divided by x times x. Then you can just cross out the x's by subtracting and get your answer.
All right, now for our reflection, we chose this project because it was very interesting, like the different properties and how many there were and the rules for it, and we it intrigued us and we wanted to learn more, and it helped us on this project. We enhanced our knowledge by being able to delve deeper into the meaning of each of these properties and being able to experiment with them and get the formula and the definition and just enhance our learning on it. All right, this has been Jackson
and Max
on properties of exponents, and we will see you in class next week. All right, signing off.